Greetings RC friends, welcome to Props and Wheels. If you are new to my channel, I usually buy, purchase and review RC aircraft, small and large, all electric. Today what I have is a 4-channel airplane from Volantex RC. It's called Sport Cub 500. 500 means that it has a wingspan of 500 millimeters. That corresponds to about 20 inches. If you have watched my previous videos, one of the previous videos, specifically the one on which I have been reviewing this WL toy Cessna 182, at the end of that video, the maiden flight video, I promised that if I reach 10 likes for that video, I will buy and review the 4-channel version of this one. So if you like the video, please click that like button. And if I get 10 likes for this one, I'm going to go ahead and buy the 4-channel version of this and do a test on. Well, I kept my promise almost. I looked at the WL Toys website, they don't carry a 4-channel version of this. So the closest I could find, as you can see, was from Volantex RC. Almost the same colors, very similar. This is tricycle gear, that's it's a tail dragger. But here it is. So as promised, I purchased this with my own money from bankgood.com, and the purchase date was June 30th, 2020, and it arrived a little over 10 days, less than 2 weeks. I believe they had it in their US warehouse, and I paid $71, plus I also purchased the insurance another $1 or so, so it cost me about $72 and some change shipped to my door. It just arrived a couple days ago. I opened it up and here we go. This is RTF, ready to fly. So first I'm going to do the unboxing for you and show what is inside, and then if there is still light outside, we are going to go outside to the local park and fly it, and I will give you my impressions. So let's get started with the unboxing. They packed it quite good. On the back side they put this cardboard. Let me take that off and show you why they did that. Because there is a clear section to show inside. The plane is just all one piece, and so that it was not crushed through this little section of the plastic, they put a cardboard on top. So that's a credit to their shipping department, definitely. It's good attention to detail. I appreciate whoever put this on. I appreciate it, because that way it protected the top surface. So here it is. Here it is in its box. Everything included, as you can see. Here's the user manual. And I'm just going to read and give my impressions later, but it looks like it's well laid out with pictures and different steps, binding instructions. I'll check its English in a little bit. And let's pull our plane out. There are 2 inserts. This is polystyrene box, styrofoam, and it's all in one piece. Everything is attached, including the wing struts, except the landing gear. So the landing gear comes separately here in this pocket. It's the landing gear. And I'm assuming it's just going to go into this. You basically, with these planes, you squeeze it a little bit. You should be facing forward, I think, this way. So you squeeze this a little bit and then push it in that slot over here. All right. It may need a little bit of an adjustment depending if it turns right or left for takeoff. And what else do we have in the box? Here's a spare prop. And then these airplanes, I believe they use like props with a special adapter. It clicks in, and if it hits the ground, it just pops off instead of breaking something else. And it can just, you know, press it in and fly again. And this looks like in this one, the little adapter, prop adapter. Here we go. It's the little prop adapter. An extra one. And this is a USB charger. And I'm assuming the battery is going to be packed inside the compartment here. Yes, the battery is inside. Let's open this up. Wow, it's really tight in there. Battery's really tight. This is a small battery. It's, I'm trying to read what it says, 3.7 volts and 400 milliamp hours battery. One battery. And what I'm going to do is start charging this, so I go outside. And here is the controller, the radio. It's a 4-channel, so you know this. The right-hand side, this is mode 2, meaning that you have the elevator and the aileron controls here. Basically, this right-left controls the ailerons on the plane. Up, down, the elevator for the pitch, and then this is the throttle on the left, and this is the rudder for the yaw axis. And it has 3 modes. It's a 3-way switch on the right hand side. So all the way out is expert, the middle is, it says mid mode, I guess the middle mode, and then all the way forward towards us is the beginner mode, where it has a 6-axis gyro, so it controls its stability, as well as it won't give you more than probably 20 degrees of banks and 20 degrees of pitch attitude. And then there's also the aerobatics. I think when you press it, it just does a roll or maybe a loop. We'll see. All right, very basic. And let's charge the battery. Put some batteries in this one. Looks like it takes 4 AA batteries. I'll put those in, and I'll see in a moment. While we are waiting for the batteries to charge, I would like to point out a couple things. First of all, the user manual is superbly written. Very well. I mean, it's excellent. The English is excellent. It doesn't look like it has been translated from Chinese to English using Google Translate. Everything I wrote, I couldn't find any errors, any strange wording. So it is great. The second thing is these 2 planes, the Volantex RC, the new one, the 4-channel one, and my W Alto's Cessna 182, they look like siblings. I mean, look at them. They look very similar in size. The wingspan is exactly the same. I'm going to show you the wingspan on this one as well. So here we go. Let's measure it, and it is exactly 50 centimeters. That corresponds to 500 millimeters, and same on this one. So exactly same size in terms of wingspan. Of course, this is 3-channel, doesn't have any ailerons, and this is 4-channel. And the other thing is the radio, the control is nice. I mean, it's very light. It doesn't feel very expensive, but as long as it does the job, it's fine. And these are the trims. This is the trim for the aileron, elevator, and this is for the rudder. This is not the trim for throttle. These serve the purpose of setting up the U-turn and activating U-turn. So let me show you what it shows. So the top button is 1 key U-turn activation, which you have to do it just when you, put the battery on before you do anything else, just set that up. And it is basically setting up the direction of the takeoff. And then when you activate it using the bottom switch, it is supposed to make a U-turn and then start flying in the opposite direction of the takeoff. It doesn't automatically come to you. If you do not stop, it will pass you and then go back. I'll try it during the flight. And other than that, I mean, it's really nice. One thing I found out is just the landing gear. They are a joke, really. I mean, they're, let me show you. I mean, they don't turn. This one turns a little bit. And this is like sticking, and they're made like a soft foam. So if you're trying to take off, like a ground roll takeoff, like this, I don't know, good luck. I mean, look, I'm pushing it and then it's immediately stopping because the wheels are not turning. I think the real wheel is turning better than the front wheels. This has some resistance as well. I think it's going to be hand launch only. I will try a takeoff from the ground, but I don't think it's going to do. Maybe I can overpower the wheels by using the motor. And look at this. This rolls nicely. So you can see, it's rolling. And when you do it with this new one, the Volantex one, it stops immediately. It doesn't go far. The servo setup for the ailerons is really interesting to save cost. It looks like they installed only one servo for both ailerons, and you can see the push rods coming from inside and at a 45-degree angle pulling or pushing the ailerons. And then it must have 3 servos, the others being for the elevator, the second one, and the third one for the rudder, as you can see here. 4-channel airplane. Although it looks very nice. It's EPP foam, expanded polypropylene, so I expect it to be very durable. These are like, you can bend it and it doesn't break like styrofoam. Styrofoam planes 10-15 years ago used to be terrible, but this feels really nice and sturdy in every way. I have high expectations. Let's weight the airplanes and see how they compare. I expect the Volantex Sport Cub 500 to be slightly heavier than this one, the WL Toys Cessna 182, because it has 4 channels, 1 additional servo. So let's put this on this little platform. Make sure that it's not touching anywhere else. So, okay. It weighs without the battery 50.2 grams, and let's add the battery on top. This is on its own battery, and 61.1 grams. Okay. Now let's see how much the Cessna 182 from WL Toys weighed. Let's make sure that's not touching anything else. Okay. It is 46.1 grams, and this has a slightly larger battery. Let's see. And 57.8 grams. Okay. Very light flyers. I consider these ultra micro park flyers. I'm looking forward to going outside and fly. One gripe I have is the size of the battery compartment. So it took me a couple minutes to be able to just find the best orientation for the battery and all the wiring to go in. I mean, just look how tight it is. And I'm barely able to just push this closed. So I wish they made the battery compartment slightly larger. And that will serve 2 purposes. First, it will be easier to put the battery in. And second, I'll be able to use larger batteries for longer flight times. So it will give me more options. Maybe that's the reason they didn't want it. So they want us to buy their own batteries. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be a pain. Compared to that one, from the WL Toys has plenty of very generous space inside the battery compartment. So it has never been an issue. But here you see like there's plenty of space, and I have used larger batteries than the stock, so it fits very easily. A lot of room inside. Let's take a look at the controls now. I just put the battery in. So you have to turn on the transmitter first and then put the battery in. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. I accidentally pushed the aerobatics button. Let's see if I turn it off and turn it back on, it's going to connect. Yep. So here is elevator, ailerons. I have to, you have to push it all the way up the throttle and then put it back, and then 2 beeps, and now the motor is armed, and then finally the rudder right, left. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this review was informative for you. If you liked it, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel so you do not miss the upcoming RC aircraft videos. In the next video, I'll be showing the maiden flight as well as the subsequent flights of this little sport cub. So please stay tuned. Enjoy the hobby and stay safe and healthy.